Okay, folks, today we are looking at Graham Nolan's horror comic book or graphic novel, The Chenoo. The Chenoo was made possible through an Indiegogo campaign in 2020. Now, it was officially released in December of 2020, and I believe it was probably distributed to people in 2021. This is a Compass Comics publication, and as you can see, Graham Nolan signed it on the cover, which is really cool. Now, this is known as the B variant cover. There is the original A variant. Now, let's get to the credits here. As you can see, the Chenoo, created, written, and illustrated by Graham Nolan, lettered by Carlos Mangual, with a variant cover colors by Gregory Wright. So as we can see right off the bat, it is in black and white with gray tones. I think it really works out well. Great opening here, sets the tone, very creepy, and I love this kind of isolated, remote location. These guys are ice fishing. It's that type of thing, well, in The Thing, right? You got your remote Antarctic, location, so it works really well to set the mood. And one of the coolest things about this is that Nolan uses bits of red throughout this book. Okay, so you can see in the lettering here, when the Chenoo attacks, it's great. The blood is red, so it makes the images pop. It just really works so well with the use of the red in the comic book. Now, I do not want to give away a lot, obviously. I think you really want to check this book out. You want to find it. There are a couple of links in the description, so you can check this book out if you'd like and read it. It's really cool. The story is great. It builds a lot of suspense. The creature itself is fantastic. And I want to take a second to show you guys a card that came with this. So it says 2020, The Chenoo, Monster of the Year, Compass Comics. Now, the image is really cool. There's the Chenoo, and he's just ripping apart some hapless soul there in the snow. Looking really menacing and quite cool. And then on the back, you got some stats. So you got the Chenoo, height 7 feet 2 inches, weight 357 pounds. Real name, real age, unknown. Now down here, let's see if I can get that. Oop. Oh, there we go. Year, deaths, injuries. So you got, it appears in Western New York, 1977, there are 4 deaths. 1985, there are 2 deaths and 1 injury. 1994 is a strike year. And then 2020, the year of this comic book, of course, you have 6 deaths. Unknown injuries. So let me read you what the card says here. Okay, the Chenoo was once a man. Not much is known about his past or from which Native American tribe he came from. But this much is certain. He committed a crime so heinous that it permanently scarred his soul and changed him into the ice creature known as the Chenoo. We know of 3 storms in western New York in which the Chenoo came in to feed, and possibly a 4th. The 4th, of course, was the strike year and is indicated by the asterisk. So, there you go. That is the card. Just wanted to read that off to you. It's really cool. Yeah, I highly recommend this book. I can't really I don't want to show you too much of it. There are actually some really funny things in it. There's a reference, I am sure, Mr. Nolan is making a reference to Tim Hortons, which is originally a Canadian chain restaurant, just like Wendy's or Burger King, whatever, but it's Tim Hortons. And so he's got this place in the book here, and, this is Western New York, right, near the border there. And it's called Timmy Ho's. So I believe he's making a little jab, towards Tim Hortons there, which is pretty funny. So yeah, this book is about 48 pages. It seems it's square bound, really well produced. As you can see, the title has got that sheen to it, which is really cool. It's got a matte finish, but the title's got the sheen, really making it pop. And once again, I don't want to give away too much. There's some of that red again. It's just fantastic. The way that pops off of the pages, I think his choice here was really good in doing a black and white, gray with grayscale on there, using grays, but then just landing the reds, on the pages and just making these pages pop. That is just really something else. So hats off to Graham Nolan for doing that. I think that is really cool. The story is great. It's sufficiently creepy. It's suspenseful. Basically, what's going on here is that people end up getting trapped in this house, okay? And it's a bad winter storm in western New York, and the Chenoo has arrived. So this sets the scene, right? These people are basically trapped inside this house, and they have to figure out a way to kill this creature before it kills them all. So that is kind of the premise, and it's really good. Highly recommended. Now, what I want to do is show you some of the new campaign that Graham Nolan has, and it's The Ghosts of Matecumbe Key, which is currently on Indiegogo. So let's take a look at that.